Hello everyone, and welcome back to Simply Mastering. This is episode 7. Today we have a hip-hop track by an artist named Arlyon JaXon, and the mix was produced by my cousin Eddie at Blue Tape Studios. Here's his email address. If you haven't heard any of his work, you're really missing out on something. He's really, really good. I'm not just saying that because he's my cousin. I mean, this mix is proof in the pudding. Okay, so check him out. Send him an email and see what he can do for you. I'm pretty sure you won't be disappointed. Getting into the mix here, we've got 2 meters. This is the Presonus VU meter. This is Klanghelm VUMT, calibrated at -10. And down here, this meter is calibrated at a scale of 6. Sensitivity is all the way down. I'll leave these 2 up just in case you don't have one or the other while we do this. I've already had a chance to preview this mix. I'm going to play through it. I'll skip around like I normally do, just to keep the videos from being too long. And this is something you can totally do on your own. You can listen to this thing, and I encourage you to do so. Listen to it a few times, straight through, just to get a feel for it. What's the mix about? How's the frequency balance handled? How's the compression handled? You know, what kind of things would you do to correct anything that you hear wrong? Okay. And I've got the standard chain of plugins over here today. We've got Slick EQ. I want to make sure that we turn this EQ gain off. And if you want to display the graph up here, you can do that. The next plugin in the chain we have is MJUC Junior. Standard slow setting. We're going to just start from the default here. Next up is DCAM Free Comp, the pink compressor from FXpansion, followed by limiter 6. I honestly don't know if we're going to use these 2 guys today. I mean, the compression on this track, and you'll hear this in a moment, is pretty spot on. So we'll see. So let's just give it a listen and see where we need to go.
Turn up, what? What's up? This is your boy Bree. Alright. 129 heroes, man. Yeah. We're back. Pluto just died. 7 telling lies. Luke ain't got no ties. He ain't walking none of these skies. And Stargate's a door, but it ain't open no more. Lock car doors, windows, cause we are at war. We are at war. We are at war. We are
None of these guys, the Stargate's a door. Crying on my couch, cussing in my prayers. It's coming out of my mouth. Yeah, I know that may be wrong, but that is all I got. Cause I know you got the answers to the problems that I got. But here comes the calm before the storm. Eternally your love is keeping me warm. I know I don't deserve
Till we wake up, money gone till we all take goods.
go by, I could go fly, I could go coolly, I could get high, I could go loosely, but if I fall, all this paper is my default, it is my savior. My money is good, but my living and you're holding me strong. Infinite love from infinite, that's all I got. Just me, see we all die.
Heroes die, and the villains too. Every book has an ending like discussions do for you.
I can tell you right away that we probably will not have much to do to this. And this is a perfect example of a mix that's like 90%, maybe 90, maybe even more than that, 95% of the way there. All it needs is a very subtle EQ adjustment here and there, and the overall level, which we could probably accomplish in a matter of minutes. But we're not going to rush anything. Actually, one of the things I want to point out before we get started is that I have gone ahead beforehand and trimmed this down. All I did was shorten the empty space at the beginning of the track. I like to start the musical content roughly half a second in and closing it out, I've gone ahead and added a little bit of a fade about this far out, just to trim the track so that when I render it, I don't have lots of empty space, and the track's pretty much finalized in terms of its length. I've set the start and end marker in the appropriate places. Okay, so moving on into the mix, the first thing I want to do is grab the limiter. Now, one of the things I hear is that we can tame the bass, we can tighten up the track just a little bit with this compressor here. This goes on the front of the chain. I should say the front of this plug-in chain. What we're going to do is use the final module here. Just turn this all the way up so that you've got this one selected. It'll catch intersample peaks and make sure that our ceiling stays at -2/10. Okay, so we'll have that set. We're going to just set that and forget it. Coming back over to the compressor section, we're going to use these two modules here to set our final level, and a little bit of compression, maybe about 1 dB on this, just to try and tighten that up a little bit. Okay, so let's go to one of the louder sections, like about here or so, and set this up.
Ruby colored dreams only last till we wake up. Money gone till we all take it, 'cause we both die, and I'm feeling too. Every book has an ending like discussions do, but you left forever. You left forever. You left forever.
Since birth, rock star life's concern. My hands beautiful rising. Your love is no surprising. While my hands beautiful rising. Your love is no surprising. Yeah.
Ruby colored dreams only last till we wake up.
Wake up.
Money could go loosely, but if I fall, all this paper is my default. It is my savior. My money is good, but my life is a mess. I'm drinking my way to relieve all my stress. Looking for love in the dark of tonight. But it never left, so I'm willing to fight. Losing my soul, losing it all. Getting in the world and I'm willing to crawl. Back to your arms, I'm willing to fall.
This seems like a pretty good starting point. What I've gotten accomplished here is about 1 dB of compression. We're using a 1.5:1 ratio. I slowed the attack down just a little bit. Could probably push this even further. But for now, it's okay. We'll come back to it later when we've got the EQ adjusted and we've got a better context on the final sound. And as far as the limiter goes, I've still got about maybe 3 dBs of limiting here going on. And I haven't touched any of this stuff. I just left this all at default. I'm not really interested in tweaking anything because I like the way it sounds already. And again, this is probably going to be a really simple job. The mix is really well put together. All we have to do is adjust a little bit of the equalization curve, and then go back to the limiter and make sure that everything is set where we want it. So to begin, I am going to go band by band and sort of explain my thinking as I go this time, because we've got a little bit of extra time. It's probably all we're going to be doing, because I don't really think we're even going to use these two guys today. We'll probably just stick to this EQ, skip over these, and just allow the limiter 6 compressor here to handle that little bit of compression, because I really don't think that we need to do too much more. I mean, he's got this thing pretty nailed. So I'll start over here in the lows somewhere, and I'm thinking that I want sort of a reversed smile curve in this. I feel like the mid-range could come out a little bit more, maybe centered around this area somewhere. So let's go ahead and play with that.
We
Okay, so I actually think that 1200 was pretty good to begin with. I'm going to go ahead and leave it up there. We'll fill in the bottom a little bit with one of these bands, maybe this one here. So let's go on to the next. And now that I've figured out where I want that, I'll go ahead and lower it down to about here for now and set the rest of the bands up.
This money so high, stuck in the clouds, building it up till I die. Feeling like I could go buy home vacation, everything I could go buy. I could go fly, I could go coolie, I could get high, I could go loosely, but if I fall, all this paper is my default, it is my savior. My money is good, but my life is a mess. I'm drinking my way to relieve all my stress. Looking for love in the dark of night, but it never left, so I'm willing to fight. Losing my soul, losing it.
You hear how it thins out when I bypass the plugin? It definitely needs this. I don't know if we need quite this much, or actually, you know what? Maybe that's the wrong way. Allowing these two in the middle here to have more of a reach so that this is more of a broad curve. Let's go ahead and A-B this again.
Every book has an ending like discussions do, but you left forever. You left forever. You left forever. Yeah, you left forever. Stuck in this money so high, stuck in the clouds, building it up till I die. Feeling like I could go buy home vacation, everything I could go buy. I could go fly, I could go coolie, I could get high, I could go loosely, but if I fall, all this paper is my default, it is my savior. My money is good.
Yeah, you can definitely tell. You can definitely hear what I was hearing before, because when I bypass the plugin here, I'll bypass when I play the thing, and there is a little bit of a volume boost here because of this, so that's what this does. But I generally don't like to be deceived by this volume change because I've already set the level at the end where I like it. I mean, if you want to use this feature, you can. Let's actually see what it sounds like with the feature turned on.
Before you build a building, you have to destroy. That's why I'm in my house, crying on my couch, cussing in my prayers. It's coming out of my mouth. I know that may be wrong, but that is all I got. Cause I know you got the answers to the problems that I got. But here comes the calm.
Only laugh till we wake up.
Wake up.
Money gone till we all take goods. Heroes die, and the villains too. Every book has an ending like discussions do, but you left forever. You left forever. You left forever. Yeah, you left forever. Money gone till we all take goods. Heroes die, and the villains too. Every book has an ending like discussions do, but you left forever. You left forever. You left forever.
Well, that just goes to show you how deceiving the level change can be when they're level matched by using this feature here. It's much more difficult to hear the difference, but it's still there. We definitely need to fill the mid-range out a little bit, and that's what this is helping us do. So I'll leave that turned on. I actually like the boost that I'm getting. Let me go back over to the limiter and just make sure that I'm not over compressing anything.
vacation, everything I could go buy, I could go fly, I could go coolie, I could get high, I could go loosely, but if I fall, all of this paper is my default, it is my savior. My money is good, but my life is a mess. See, what really matters is eternal, mix it with the batter. That's all I got, just me, see we all got. Oh, Ruby colored dreams only last till we wake up. Money gone till we all take it, cause we both die.
Alright, I do like where this is. The only thing left that I would suggest doing here is a little bit of automation, because the verses sort of bleed into this chorus section here, and they're really, I feel like this should be a little bit more explosive, and perhaps the original mix was, but now that it's got the limiting compression going on, it's, these quieter sections are coming out a little bit more and becoming a bit too loud. So what I'm going to do is just come in here and show and hide my automation. And we'll go to volume. So what we can do essentially is just drop, and I'm not talking much, maybe a dB to 2, maybe 1.5, somewhere in there, in between these quieter sections and these louder sections, just to make sure that we've when this comes in, this really punches. Okay, so let's go ahead and work on this a little bit. I'm just going to be clicking to add breakpoints. And you can hold the Alt key down on your keyboard and the Control key together, and it will literally just shift, and you can move the mouse left and right, and it only goes up and down. Okay, so let's put these breakpoints in the right place.
None of these guys is Stargate's a door, but it ain't open no more. Lock car doors, windows, cause we are at war.
Saturn telling lies. Luke ain't got no thighs. He ain't walking under these skies. The Stargate's a door, but it ain't open no more. Lock car rising. Your love is no surprising. While my hands beautiful rising. Your love is no surprising. Yeah.
Ruby colored dreams only last till we wake up.
Wake up.
Money gone till we all take it, cause heroes die.
Heroes die.
And villains too. Every book has an ending like discussions do.
Okay, this will give us a pretty good start. Now I'm going to hold the Alt key down, hold Control, and just drag this straight down until I get it to about 1.5 or so, which is where the other one was. And that should still be where I put it. Okay, now let's take a listen to this and see what we've got.
But it ain't open no more. Lock car doors, windows, cause we are at war.
Telling lies. Luke ain't got no thighs. He ain't walking under these skies. Your love is no surprising. Yeah.
Ruby colored dreams only last till we wake up.
Wake up.
Money gone till we all take it, cause heroes die.
Heroes die.
And villains too. Every book has an ending like this. Last forever. I'm stacking this money so high, stuck in the clouds, building it up till I die. Feeling like I could go buy home vacation, everything I could go buy. I could go fly, I could go coolie, I could get high, I could go loosely, but if I fall, all of this fade back. Just me, see we all die. Oh, Ruby colored dreams only last till we wake up. Money gone till we all take it, cause heroes die, and the villains too. Every book has an ending like discussions do, but you left forever. You left forever. You left forever.
that we've got them all put into place, the real test here, it's not really a test, but should these drum kicks be in front? Like, should they be part of the level boost or not? I actually like it here where the synth parts and everything, when it comes in full, that's where I want the emphasis to be. So that's why I put that there. Over here, this is kind of like the same thing. I mean, we can listen to this and see maybe we should move this up a little bit. Nah, I like it where it is. Now that we've got these all in here, let's just double check and make sure that it doesn't sound weird.
Your love's no surprise, yeah.
We'll be till it rings, only laugh till we wake up.
Wake up.
Money gone till we forever. I'm stacking this money so high, stuck in the clouds, building it up till I die, feeling like I could go by. Oh, we'll be till it rings, only laugh till we wake up. Money gone.
Okay, sounds fine. Now see how just those little tweaks to the automation can change the perception of the track, because these verse sections here no longer sound louder than the chorus, and I think that it's very effective having the chorus come in here and just be a bit more explosive. So with that, I think we're going to call this one done. It really wasn't that much of an effort to get this up to where it needed to be. And this little automation trick here is just like icing on the cake to finish it up, make it sound a little bit better in terms of overall product. Okay, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this. We've managed to get this done in under 25 minutes, which is pretty good. And all of that, again, is due in part to the fact that this mix sounds really good to begin with. I mean, the more you have to work to get the mix to sound this good, you know, the master particularly benefits from having a really good mix. And this is just proof of it. The better the mix sounds, the better the master can be. And we didn't have to work as hard to really do what we needed to do. And what did we do? We didn't even use this. Didn't even use this one. I mean, I used 3 bands and I shifted the overall weight of the track down. See what it is? Not even very much, just enough to barely perceive that. Now to render, I'd put this on insane just to give us a higher quality. Go ahead and render the track out, and I think this is pretty much done. So with that, I will go ahead and conclude this video. Rate, comment, subscribe. Please leave me any comments you want. If you feel like there's something I should have on the show, if you have a mix you want featured, go ahead and send me that information. Let me know and I'll put it in here, okay? All right, well, I'll see you next time. Happy mastering.